about what we just saw with Lana Starr and Sweet Heat denying the allegations about what happened to Tara Strike and Ashley Blaze's locker room. But right now, middle of your screen, there she is, Genesis.
Boy, she's got the eye of the tiger, Genesis. And she's backing herself up this year with someone that's got her back, as she noted, Drucilla Blade. And boy, they're not a tag team. Drucilla's really there to watch the back of Genesis, who, as she says, even accusing me at times, everyone's been stabbing her in the back. The fans are shouting for Xena Phoenix, Nigel, before she even has the music turned on. And there she is, the Albanian superstar, Xena Phoenix.
And her opponent from Albania, the Albanian grappler, Xena Phoenix.
Well, just like Genesis, Xena Phoenix is a grappler herself. We've seen these two face off before, and it's an interesting mashup and clash of style when it comes to athleticism between these two WoW superheroes. But no doubt, this should be an intense and exciting matchup between these two superheroes.
You noted something there, Nigel, and you said intent. There's the sound of the bell, a ring bell. To me, they're similar in the fact these two competitors are both very powerful. They both got the power in the legs. They both have the mechanisms of wrestling. They both have the skill set down. And you're right in that. This will be a great competition.
No doubt about it. Xena Phoenix, quicker than a TikTok clip, sending Genesis across the ring. Genesis now tries with that side kick. And take the power you mentioned, David. You see the power there with that shoulder block attempt from Xena Phoenix. Did not send Genesis down, and now a shoving match between these two superheroes.
Oh, did you see that shoulder block taking Genesis down?
Oh, yeah. She got sent down, no problem. What a nice takeover by Xena Phoenix, who is just so quick. Gator roll with Genesis now. Suplex.
Countering that move by Xena was Genesis. Another takedown scoop for the possible pin. No way, not a 2 count.
Yeah, she was going for that cradle pin. And again, Xena Phoenix just repeatedly going for these pinfall attempts. That's one of the hallmarks of Xena Phoenix anyway. Look, she's going for that armbar, David. Take a look at it.
Shoulder, no, only one shoulder was down.
I believe Genesis was able to lock her hands to prevent the hold. Referee JC, we're at a 2 count right there as these two superheroes continue to battle it out.
Nice arm lock by Xena. Genesis getting to her feet, pushing Xena back into the ropes. Referee trying to get the break here.
I want to mention something, David. Xena Phoenix has been tagging up recently. Oh, Drucilla Blade on the outside of the ring.
I mentioned they're not tag team partners, but they're using a tag team tactic there to assist Genesis with Drucilla grabbing Xena on the outside.
Genesis fancies Drucilla, her weapon, now hooking the leg of Xena Phoenix. Not good enough to put away the Albanian grappler. I mentioned that Xena Phoenix, oh, head full of hair, Genesis just tearing into Phoenix. Referee JC being lenient here, and you see that grappler able to get her hands up.
There was almost a 3 count.
Oh, they are firmly behind the grappler as she's trying to use the ropes to make it back up to her feet. Genesis with the look of anger in her eye, and now sending the neck right across that solid steel cable. Look at her pulling on her boot for more leverage.
I didn't think she was going to break. Now look, Drucilla coming up with a kick from the left.
A lethal kick right into the forehead of Xena Phoenix. Is it enough? Genesis frustrated that she can't put away Phoenix in this matchup. As I was mentioning, Phoenix has been tagging recently against groups such as the like of the Enlightened, David. What an odd group they are. We'll get to them a little bit later, but now Genesis going for a submission. Xena Phoenix hanging on to Genesis. trying her best to stay in this matchup, and she's not going to let the hold go. That grappling background coming into play here is Genesis with the backsplash into the turnbuckle. Forearm shot right across the chest of Xena Phoenix.
Cross Irish whip, no reversal, takedown by Genesis. Nice reversal.
David, we said it was going to be a battle, a power battle in this match.
They counter each other, Nigel, very well.
Well, very similar training, and both are dedicated to their craft. There's no questioning Genesis and her commitment in the ring, but certainly her attitude sometimes.
I'm gonna throw something out here, Nigel. They both have their sights on individual success. But boy, if these two ever decided to get together and be a tag team, they'd be incredible.
Genesis hanging on that middle rope, talking to Drucilla Blade. I'm not sure exactly what Drucilla is saying to her, but right now that gave Xena Phoenix an opportunity to get back up to her feet, and what a clothesline.
Oh yeah, nicely done off the rope by Xena. And there's that powerful shoulder right into Genesis. Takes her down, Genesis gets up, snap-mared over.
What a throw, and targeting that arm of Genesis that she was working on earlier, Xena Phoenix that is, for the arm bar. Wow! What a flapjack right into that top turnbuckle, David. Genesis going up top. It looks like no. Is stopped on that axe handle.
Oh, baby!
She's got that arm bar.
That's it. No, Drucilla!
Drucilla Blade just kicked the Albanian superstar.
And now she tosses her back into the ring. Xena would have had a victory there for sure.
Xena snapping the arm of Genesis. Genesis writhing in pain. Both superheroes down and out. Both superheroes showing the effect of this matchup on their bodies, David.
There's no doubt about it. But I believe Xena would have captured a victory if it weren't for Drucilla Blade.
Well, it's definitely a possibility if she would have kept that armbar on.
She had it really locked in, Nigel, right in front of us. Drucilla Blade has assisted Genesis twice here.
Genesis pulling down Xena Phoenix by her hair. Oh my!
It's that big kick from Genesis.
Genesis with the lethal kick. And takes out Xena Phoenix.
Go!